attempt at a steal by Carter, and they're going to get it over in the back. Oh, what a run. 17-8 there in the third quarter and 2-0 to start the fourth quarter here. So Lebanon's making a serious charge for their second win. Stacey Andrews set the inbounds half court, far side. Nowhere to go. Looks for Walton. Gets it inbound to Walton. Right in front of Coach Dilligard. And there's Andrews with a little 10-footer up and bounces around and goes in. Great shot by Andrews. 44-40 Lebanon. 7:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. And here comes Hendersonville set to go across, and Lebanon's picking them up high. Maybe their intensity on defense will pick up. A great 1-2-2 trap, and there's Carter over the back for number 4. And she's not happy, and please calm down, Jessica. They will tee you up.
4 with Carter, 4 for Hall now. Latoya Walton has 3, and then every other Blue Devilette that's been in the ball game has at least 2.
So 4 fouls coming in for 4 fouls. Courtney Hall checks in. Jessica Carter takes a seat. And I'll tell you what, they have just fought their hearts out tonight, Clyde. I am so proud of these girls. And here is Hope Freder with her first free throw. It is up and off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound, Courtney Hall. Here comes Stacey Andrews, and you can see a little bit more pep in the step of the Lady Blue Devils. Shantae Stevens working the point. She feeds over here to Stacey Andrews. They're looking for that dump down. There goes Stevens cutting through the lane. Couldn't get her. Andrews out front. She's picked up by Davis. Feeds down to Walton. Walton's little 8-footer in the lane is good. 46-40. Lebanon takes the lead. 6:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. And here comes Webb across the timeline. She feeds over here to Davis on the near wing. Webb's going to take a long jumper way off. No good. Battle for the boards. Davis over the back. No call. That is ridiculous. Latoya Walton had Davis blocked out. But anyway, Davis puts it up and in for 2. 46-42 your score. 6.5 to go here in the fourth. Shantae Stevens works on Hope Freder. Feeds over here to Stacey Andrews. Andrews picked up by Keffer. Hadn't heard her name called much this second half. Andrews drives all the way across the lane. And they're going to call some kind of foul on Walton for move and screen, a forearm. Yep, they're getting Walton, so that should be four on Walton.
I think, didn't they? I think they got Andrews. 1-5. Let's see.
We'll have to check.
They got it.
Well, they've still got the fourth foul from Carter up there. I guess they want everybody to know about her fourth foul. That's ridiculous. We'll set the inbounds. Elise Webb will walk across the timeline for Hendersonville. We'll check that foul and get it to you here shortly. And here's that 1-3-1 zone trap defense for Lebanon, and that back line is very vulnerable during this. And there's Walton over the back again. And they're going to call Walton.
And that was a reach over.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Getting a little bit too anxious now on defense. They're going to have to slow down just a little.
Exactly, and you can tell they're a team that's not used to being in this position this late in the game. And I mean, that's a good thing, though. I like to see the intensity.
But it's 1-1.
Rutherford, no good for the front one. Doesn't get the bonus. There's Shantae Stevens coming out of there with that loose ball. She's picked up by Hope Freder right across the timeline. Stephen working this a double post on either side. There's Kirkland on the far wing. She's going to look for a pick from Walton. Gets one, drives right across the lane, stops at the free throw line, works back the other way. She's looking to dump it into Walton, has it tipped away. Now she's going to look over here. Now she's going to pick up her dribble and feed it back out to Stephen. They're going to set it up again. Dilligard shouting instructions in front of the Lebanon bench. There goes Stephen working off a pick on Walton. Walton's a little scared to throw a pick now, and that one's deflected away by Webb down on the baseline, so it'll be Lebanon ball underneath their own basket. 5:34 to go. 46-42 your score. Lebanon leads. 19 fouls on Lebanon, only 5 on Hendersonville. Quite a little bit one-sided here. And there's a pass out to Kirkland. She drives right to the free throw line. She gets, well, they're going to call her for traveling. She gets bumped by Davis, and it could have been a charge, but she walked before the foul took place. Kirkland.
Well, that was either a charge or a block one, but we get a walk.
I believe we'll just get the better of the two. Here's Amber White on the near wing. She looks for Davis in the corner and feeds all the way across the court. And up and good.
Well, the defense forgot Davis that time, and she got behind everybody.
No help in the backcourt. Now Andrews comes back to get the ball. She'll be picked up at by Amber White right at half court. Here comes Stacey Andrews, and she's got a little pep in her step, too.
Davis.
She drives right down the lane. Her little 10-foot, no, actually about a 4-footer up and good. So Stacey Andrews scores again. She's carrying the hot hand here in the fourth quarter to take some of that scoring burden off of Kirkland. That was a kick ball by Andrews. Great trap out
Andrews
here.
Started all this comeback in the third period. She hit 3 out of 4 free throws, then got a steal and a lay-in, and now has 2 field goals here in the fourth quarter.
Well, here's Amber White on a near wing. I tell you what, Stacey Andrews got popped in the eye with about 6 to go in the third quarter. She's been intense ever since. Three-pointer out of the corner by Amber White, no good. Long rebound fought for, no good. Last touch by Kimberly Rutherford. So Lebanon ball on the baseline up underneath Hendersonville's basket. Now they're going to put it three-quarters court far side. So Courtney Hall has Andrews if she can get it to her, and she does all the way. But she took a step before she could get it in.
She walked before she reeled it in.
Yes, sir. She started taking off before she had it, but it was a good idea, great execution. It was a little short, but she managed to get it. But anyway, turnover Lebanon, Hendersonville ball. Here comes Elise Webb walking across the timeline, picked up by Stephen. Lebanon strictly man-to-man. Great step away and steal by Stacey Andrews. Andrews is all over the place. She's going to slow it down here in the front court. She's picked up by Amber White. Looks like they're going to cut Kirkland low off the screens from Walton and Hall. And Andrews takes a long three, in and out. It was almost all the way down before it came back out. And they're going to call Shante Stephen for a push on the far side, three-quarters court.
Her third, and that was not a good foul.
I'll tell you what, these, bless their hearts, they are playing their hearts out. And the results are there. I mean, a 4-point lead, 48-44 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. They just can't get a call.
And Rutherford is at the line now.
Well, here comes Kimberly Rutherford, 5'10" sophomore post player. Her first shot up, rolls around, and finally goes in. And checking in, Catherine Keffer comes back in. Amber White takes a seat. So to set your lineups, you have Stephen, Kirkland, Andrews, Courtney Hall, and Latoya Walton for Lebanon. I'll get to Hendersonville in a second. Second shot up and good by Rutherford. So here comes Stephen in the backcourt to take it across for the Blue Devils.
2-point ball game.
She slows it down. She's picked up by Holtfretter man-to-man, and it looks like they are playing a little bit of a zone on the back line, but a matchup out front. There goes Stacey Andrews on the baseline. Her shot up and good. Excellent drive on Catherine Keffer. Keffer never knew what hit her. That first step was the most important. She got right by her and took that baseline. Here's Webb on the near side all the way across. Boy, that is a long three-pointer by Keffer. Clanged off the side of the iron. Rebound controlled by Hall, and they've got numbers if they hurry. They've got a 3-on-2, and they don't see Walton. Now they bounce past it to her, and they call it out of bounds, even though she was blocked in the leg by Elise Webb. So it was a great idea. They had numbers, but I think they're wearing out, Clyde. There hasn't been much substitution going on here in the fourth. They need to get back on defense. Far side, that's Keffer. Now there's a low post feed. It looks like Holtfretter, and is that Davis? Out of the corner, a three-point shot, no good. Long rebound on this near side to Shante Stephen. And Lebanon hustling back.
Bucket right here would be big.
Oh, boy, what are you talking about? I could see Stacey pop out for three. Here's Kirkland on the near side outside the three-point line. She gets a high post pick from Courtney Hall. Pick and roll was there. She didn't see her. She drives all the way on the other side. Her shot is up and no good, but they're going to call a block and foul. I believe that's Elise Webb.
And that should send Kirkland to the free throw line for a pair.
I believe that's 6, and I don't know if they're going to call player controller an active shoot, and I hope so. That's the 16th foul for Hendersonville. Lebanon already in the double bonus. And that is the third foul on Rachel Davis. And Kristen Kirkland toes the line, trying to put them up by 6. First shot is up and good. So Kirkland has provided a serious offensive go-to.
Kirkland's very good from the free throw line, especially when the pressure's on.
Oh, Clyde, this is great to see this happen. These girls deserve this. Kirkland set to shoot 40. And her second shot is up and good. So 52-46 is your score. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go. And there's a timeout by Stacey Dean, Hendersonville head coach, and we'll take it with them. You're listening to Lebanon High School basketball on WANT FM 98.9. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
And again, here's Marv.
All right, we'll set the lineups for you. Shante Stevens, Stacey Andrews, Courtney Hall, Kristen Kirkland, and Latoya Walton. Inbounds over here near side to Holfretter. Holfretter took steps, no call. Her shot up and off the glass, no good. Flying rebound by Davis, and then it was knocked over to Rutherford. And Walton blocked Rutherford on her putback attempt. Here's Kirkland on the near side. She gets picked up by Webb. There's that crossover dribble down the baseline. Up and off the glass and good. Excellent move by Kristen Kirkland. Kirkland has been wearing them out over on this near side. That little crossover fake is killer. On the near side, that was Keffer on the far side, and she drives, and they're going to call Stacey Andrews for the foul. And I believe she took about 3 steps to get started on that.
Maybe Walton. Let's see. No, you're right. Andrews.
So they got Andrews on that one.
Third.
So, boy, the foul ledger's piling up with a quickness here on Lebanon. And I see him grabbing some shorts. Kirkland is absolutely exhausted.
Catherine Kiefer at the line for two.
Her first shot is up and good, and here comes Jessica Carter back in carrying those 4 fouls, and she'll sit Courtney Hall carrying 4 fouls to the bench. So 4 for 4 on that one.
Her first points of the night.
2:36 to go. Great game. 54-47. Lebanon leads. Set to take her second shot, Catherine Keffer, 5'9" freshman. Doesn't play like a freshman. Second shot up and good. So Keffer strikes for 2 to cut the lead to 6. And into the game, we'll set your lineup. It's Andrews, Carter, Kirkland, Stephen, and Walton. They're looking for Andrews long, but they're going to feed Stephen over in the far corner. She's chased by Holtfretter. Stephen crosses the line and looks to set up the offense, and it looks like they're going to run picks down low. Here's Andrew swinging across the top of the lane, and there's Walton. Sets a great pick. There's Kirkland driving down that lane again, up and off the glass, bounces around, no good. Carter fighting for the rebound, no good. And they're going to get Kirkland for a foul on the loose ball rebound attempt. Elise Webb had control of it, but that could have gone either way. So Elise Webb, with Lebanon being in the double bonus, steps to the line at the opposite end to try for 2.
Webb is only 1 of 4 for the night. Let's hope she keeps up her shooting trend.
Boy, I tell you, Clyde, this has been one of those games. It really doesn't matter if you like either team. It's just been great to watch. Great effort, great hustle. Elise Webb's first shot up off the back of the round, bounces around, no good. So 54-48 remains your score. 2:18 to go. And Shantae Stephen will take her spot over there, and they're going to bring Kristen Kirkland all the way down here on this end. Elise Webb's second shot is up and good. So 54-49 your score. 5-point Devilette lead. There's Shantae Stephen in the backcourt.
So she's 2 out of 6.
Boy, they've all got a little pep in their step. She's picked up by Holtfretter, feeds a cutting Kristen Kirkland. Now Kirkland works the same corner again. Her shot is up and good. They're going to wave the basket off hard.
We don't get that continuation like we did over in Gallatin.
No, I'll tell you what, over the other night in Green Wave Country, that would have been a made basket, no second thoughts. But it will be the bonus 1-and-1 for Kirkland. And Kirkland has worked her tail off on this side. She's got a great execution of a crossover dribble. If you don't catch her on the right, she'll go to the left. If you don't catch her on the left, she goes to the right. And that time she's effective. Got underneath there. The basket was good, but waved off. So she will shoot 2. And her first shot is up and good. So Kirkland remains consistent from the line tonight. And I'll tell you, Clyde, she's getting to be an offensive go-to girl, and she is absolutely 100% guaranteed to make something happen tonight on either end of the court.
She's 3 of 3 here in the 4th period.
Her second shot is up and good, so the Devilettes stretch it out to 7. 2:05 to go here in the 4th quarter. And into the game, Rachel Davis for Hendersonville. She works in the backcourt. She's picked up by Walton, gets it across the timeline. There's a feed to Holtfretter, then back out to Webb. Webb looks for White over here on the near side. She's picked up by Kirtland. Back over to Webb, picked up by Stephen. There's a dunk down to Rachel Davis. She's double-teamed by Walton and Carton. They're going to get Walton for the foul. And I got to tell you.
That's 5 on Walton. She's gone.
I hate to see that one called because it's going to be 2, but worse than that, it could possibly.
Well, evidently not. According to my book,
4.
It's 5, so it's 4.
Well, you know, we can't ever agree with the official score.
Well,
first shot missed by Rachel.
The guy that helps me went to the scores table and got all these things mixed up at the half.
Well, I hope his first name ain't Marv. We'd be in trouble. Oh, well, yeah, that was me. Well, Rachel Davis missed her first. 7-point Devilette lead. 1:47 to go. This is a big one for Hendersonville. Second shot up and no good. And there's Carter controlling the boards. And she feeds over here to Andrew. So Andrew, Carter, Walton, Kirkland, and Stephen, your lineup for Lebanon.
Hendersonville 5 out of 10 here in the 4th quarter.
Andrews is working on the freshman, Keffer. She feeds to Kirkland. Kirkland cuts back across, then feeds Walton down low, right in the middle of the lane. Her shot is up and no good. That one was rebounded by Webb up here to Holtfretter. Holtfretter on a breakout, and she goes up and in. Andrews couldn't do anything. She had 4 fouls, so I'd much rather give up the basket than the 5th foul for Andrews. We're going to need her. Here's Walton. And she couldn't get it in, so Coach Gilligard's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Lebanon High School basketball. WANT-FM 98.9. Back after a 30-second break.
Team to play here in the 4th period of our doubleheader first game tonight. Can't believe we're in a classic and we're on time.
I know, this is kind of crazy. Here's Walton set the inbounds underneath Hendersonville's basket. And there was a terrible no call. Davis got right in front of Stevens and then flopped, and then he called it. Carter has it here near side to Kirkland. Kirkland breaks the timeline, so they've got it in front court. All the way out front to Stacey Andrews. I don't think they want to foul her, and there's Stevens. Stevens picked up by Holtfretter. Right out a minute to go. There's Kirkland on the far side, picked up by Webb. Clock counts down, 58, 57. They're looking to foul. Here's Kirkland weaving her way across the lane through traffic, and she controls out front. And Holtfretter's going to grab for and foul, and that was just a little bit.
Ball in Kirkland's hand now, because if anybody goes to the free throw line, you want Kirkland to go.
Turned an ankle on that one. I don't think Holtfretter did it intentionally, but as